Hey gang, welcome back to DrBossKey, and today I thought I would share with you a little trick that Sunny passed to me that allows us to change when a bullet dies on impact, whether or not it will play its visual effect, or if it'll play all the time. So let me hop into this and I'll show you kind of what we got going on. So first off, maybe I'll show you this first. Okay, so we have this weapon and you can see all these crazy sparks that are essentially emitting from the kind of like this like sword slash thing that we got going on, right? So we got the slashing, and then we have these crazy particles that appear when the slashes die, right? So, and what we'd like to do is change it to where that only happens when you collide with an enemy. So, and I'll show you how to do that in a second. But let me run you through the setup real quick so you understand what we're talking about. So here we have a weapon type. It's called melee slash, and that's that blue slashy bit that we saw here. And then over here in the visual and sound effects tab, you have basically bullet impact. And here we have the particle system, which is just right now explosion sparks small. And and so now we have that. Now that we have that set up, basically I'll show you how to change it. So what this requires is that you have to modify your main core game file. So in order to do that, you want to essentially go to your game box. This is probably the fastest way to do it. Reveal and explore. Bring this over here. And then you want to come back to your game directory. So Interstellar Sentinel 2 is the game directory here. And then you have essentially the name of your game.game file. Right click on that. You want to edit this with Notepad++, which we already have open here. Now here's the thing, this is very important. You can't make modifications to this file while Shmup Creator is open, because when you close Shmup Creator is going to write to your file everything that has been configured, and that will overwrite any manual changes you want to make to the file. So rule of thumb is, now that you know where you've got your game file location, you want to close Shmup Creator. I'll just say yes, we'll save it. And then you'll see here, right, it realizes in my editor, I'm just using Notepad++, that the file has been modified by another program. Do you want to reload it? And I say yes. All right, cool. So what you're looking for, and this is named badly. Sunny realizes that it's named badly and he'll fix it eventually. But for the time being, this is what we have. So you're going to look for essentially isPlayerDeadAfterLifeSpwanSfx equals, and then it will be false for you by default. It'll be true for you by default. And what you want to do is you want to change it to false. You want to save it. All right. And I'm just going to take a copy of that real quick so I can put this in the notes for the video. And that way you know what variable to look for. And then we're just going to open Shmup Creator again. Now that I've saved it. And there's a few hidden defines, some extra really cool stuff that you can do only in the game files right now. So now we'll show you what you got. Check that out. Now you ready? Oh boy. Yeah, so I wanted to see if we had control over that. I need to see what else this may affect in the game, but I'm feeling pretty good about that, and that helps us get just a little bit more of a, like visual polish, and helps bring the conveyance of the player essentially interacting with enemies and having the weapon only produce essentially impact particle sprites when it collides with enemies. So may not be for everyone, but design wise and aesthetics wise is something that I want to play with, and I think really fits this particular type of weaponry. Now this is a global variable, so it's either on for everything or it's off. Your mileage may vary, but that's how you do it. And with that, we'll see you all next time. Thanks everybody.